We're here today and people are going to stay here for as long as they can until McDonald's acknowledge they can't sponsor a Winter Olympics that is based on discrimination and homophobia. Coca-Cola, McDonald's and Visa.
Have you ever wondered why London, Brighton and Manchester are much more affluent cities for gay people? One possibility is the council budget deficit, which affects certain areas significantly more than others. In 2015 in Newcastle upon Tyne, funding will fall by around £115 per dwelling, but in south east cities such as Windsor and Maidenhead, it actually goes up by £42 per household.
David Cameron said before the 2010 election that the northeast of England and Northern Ireland will suffer inordinately, suffer more than the rest. It has affected our ability to be an interactive part of some of the more diverse parts of our community.
Here in Sunderland, a city in the northeast, gay and lesbian people struggle because there's a lack of presence from the LGBT community. But support is growing with an increased presence from local councils at events like Sunderland Pride.
I do think that in terms of groups being able to express themselves fully and influence policies and influence institutions like the council, the important thing is that the council's door is open, not that people have a large fund and are able to do things with it or campaign.
But for the smaller events such as this peaceful protest in the Sunderland city centre, protesters struggled to gather support. Few turned up to deliver a message to McDonald's, who were sponsors of the Sochi 2013 Olympics. They were prompted to do so after a documentary displayed severe homophobia in Russia. Despite low attendees, they aim to show solidarity and passion for their global community.
The people who are being brought to justice, well, in the eyes of the Russian government anyway, are LGBT people who are just basically trying to have their freedom of speech and say they're proud to be who they are, and they face arrest and get fined just for that fact. And we just think that McDonald's should at least, as one of the Olympic sponsors, speak out on this.
And what's the significance of being outside of McDonald's in Sunderland?
But I think it's just really important to show solidarity. I mean, someone down there's got a sign that says some people are gay, get over it, and that's actually in Russian. And we want Russians to see that on social networking and to see that they're not alone. They might not have freedom of speech, but in this country we do, and we can stand up for them.
The average cuts per dwelling across England next year is around £45, but Sunderland will see more than double that amount at over £90. Why this favouritism exists, we cannot know, but it evidently has an impact on how LGBT people express themselves in these overlooked parts.